that they're going to last for life, and perhaps most importantly, the people that you love surrounding you. Tom.
Bryony, from this moment, I choose to weave the strands of my life with yours as a faithful lover and lifelong companion. I will surround you with my love, yet let you be free. Together, we will be better than we could be alone. When life brings us challenges, I'll always be there to hug you. And when life brings us happiness, I promise to smile, laugh, and dance with you. There is no one who I would rather share this adventure with than you.
Tom, from this moment, I choose to weave the strands of my life with yours as a faithful lover and lifelong companion. I will surround you with my love, yet let you be free. Together we will be better than we could be alone. When life brings us challenges, I'll always be there to hug you. And when life brings us happiness, I promise to smile, laugh and dance with you. There's no one who I'd rather share this adventure with than you.
You've chosen to exchange rings to seal your promises. Would Samuel and Joseph please come forward with the rings?
Too cute.
They've been so nice. Thank you. That was so gentle. Thank you. We had a rather enthusiastic practice. Bryony and Tom, when you look upon these beautiful rings, may they remind you of today, the promises you've made, and the enduring and precious love that binds you both, as well as the good wishes of everyone here for you. Bryony, please would you there's no problem in this, I think you do. Tom, with this ring, can you repeat after me?
Tom, with this ring,
I marry you and join my life with yours.
I marry you and join my life with yours.
Accept this ring as a sign of my love,
Accept this ring as a sign of my love,
my loyalty and friendship
my loyalty and friendship,
for all the years to come.
for all the years to come.
Bryony, with this ring,
Bryony, with this ring,
I marry you and join my life with yours.
I marry you and join my life with yours.
Accept this ring as a sign of my love,
Accept this ring as a sign of my love,
my loyalty and friendship
my loyalty and friendship
for all the years to come.
for all the years to come.
Tom and Bryony, based on the trust that you've placed in me, with the greatest of pleasure on behalf of all your witnesses, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Good afternoon, everybody. If I haven't seen you to say something, I hope you can hear me. Yeah. You can, nice and clear. We decided this morning that we would ditch the microphones and just speak from ourselves. So I do hope you can hear us okay. But anyway, firstly, welcome everybody. A massive welcome to Cuckoo Down Farm, which is obviously the place where Bri grew up. So something very dear to Bri, and so for us to host an event like this is just sensational. It really is sensational. And welcome to, obviously, a fantastic celebration for Bri and Tom's wedding. I mean, how proud am I? A lovely couple they make, looking absolutely gorgeous. Yes. A truly wonderful dress. Actually, Bri doesn't look too bad either. Becky and I would love to extend a special welcome to Tom's family and to Nick and Leslie. They are so welcome. They've been so helpful. They're a valued member of the team, I think. They've been working so hard this week. But thank you so much, and you're so welcome to our family. It's great to see everybody here for this celebration. And I know it's from near and far. I know that some people have travelled an awful long way. I think that Philly and Liam probably get the ticket coming all the way from Sydney. Mostly followed by Paul and Jackie and Isla, who come all the way from Dubai. But it's absolutely great for us as a family. It's fantastic that your kids go all over the world, but it's also very, very nice when they come home for a special day like today. It's absolutely fab that everybody's made the effort to be here. So thank you very much. Not least also to those who are here and also part of the family, but we just don't get to see everybody all the time, and Matt and Will and Luke as well. Who are here most of the time, although Matt's come back from New Zealand as well a few months ago. Yeah. I also like to say a big thank you to everybody for all of their help this last week. It's been a massive team effort, but I also particularly would thank Bri and Tom for their vision and their planning and their meticulous execution that we've been subjected to. This week. And what you see today is the culmination of that vision and planning. It's been so well done. Well done, guys, for actually thinking of it and putting it on like this. In short, I think we nailed it. There's no doubt about that. Now, I think at this point I'm supposed to give a few pointers about the bride. What I could probably sum up in one word: determined. Yeah. I could use other words. I often did when she was growing up. But this focused quality first showed itself when Bri was in fact a small toddler. And at 2 years old, she was so determined to follow me out on the farm that you really could not keep her in the house at all. She was just out on the farm, following me absolutely everywhere, all around the fields, all around the pigs, so we had pigs, all around the sheep as well. But I didn't realise quite how strong this determination was until one day I was sorting a flock of sheep in the yard. And having finished, it was time to let the sheep out. Now, if any of you have seen a flock of sheep, they tend to follow each other. Get one to go in one direction and they'll all follow. That's the idea. So I opened the gate and let them all out, just at the point when 2-year-old Bri came round the corner. And to my horror, because I was at the back, the sheep went straight towards her. and 199 ewes out of 200 jumped over the top of Bri. However, the last one didn't. The last one, in its bid to catch up the others, ploughed straight into Bri and knocked her 4 foot up in the air and actually landed down on the concrete again. I still don't quite know how it didn't hurt her, but she just got up, brushed herself down and followed them out to the field.
Oh, lovely.
It was clearly a defining moment in her life, as it seemed to knock some practical sense into her and made her realise that the sheaves trait of just getting on with it actually is a trait worth adopting. After all, she's never looked back. Now, after several years of being mercilessly hounded by her older brother Paul, this was surely tested. Now there's sibling rivalry and there's competition, but these two actually took this concept to new heights when they were growing up. And I think it ended when Paul very successfully persuaded little Bri to try a new Devon snack for her tea. Now think local delicacy, cream tea, ice cream, even cider would have been appropriate. No. Paul gave Bryony pig food. Said, try this, you'll love it. For Bri, I think this was another game-changing moment in her life. And never again should she play second fiddle to anyone.
She liked it.
Tom, she hasn't ever played second fiddle to anyone. Fast forward to a very, very successful school, university and work career. And Bri, aka Professor Picasso, little bird told me that that's not the only nickname actually at your work. But anyway, well, we better leave the other ones alone, I think. You lead such a busy life and are achieving so much, which certainly has not gone unnoticed. And Becky and I are so proud and feel incredibly privileged to have seen you develop and achieve so much so soon. And to see you so happy, as I know you are with Tom, just makes me so proud and immensely grateful. Bri, I know that you're acutely aware that there is one special person who cannot be here with you today, sharing in your happiness, and that's your mum. But I can tell you that when you girls were small, she and I used to talk about when you grew up, what you would be like, what you would do, and of course what it would be like on your wedding day. Bri, your mum would have been so proud of you today in everything that you have achieved, and would have absolutely revelled in the fun-filled day. Also, what on earth would your grandmother, Bubbles, have made? Probably quite a lot, as long as she had a bottle of gin on the end of the table. And of course, Uncle Pete, who I know you looked up to in your formative years. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, let's raise your glasses and toast our absent friends. Absent friends. So, Tom. What a star. Yeah. What a star. Yeah! And I remember it well, actually, because I forgot to take some cash with me and wanted a drink. Quick as a flash, Tom, clearly keen to impress, offered to lend me a £5.
And have you paid it back?
Silly mistake. I've never paid it back, actually. So Tom, there's a £5. From that moment on, Tom has been a really fun, relaxed and loving and valued member of our family ever since. Well, nearly. Articulate Tom. No, not that he's articulate, he clearly is articulate. articulate. Okay? So quite recently, actually, we were all sitting around the kitchen table in the farmhouse playing Articulate, in which I had to describe a word which accurately portrayed my appearance. Now, he could have used many words. Glowing, contemporary words. Which word did Tom use? Fat.
That's harsh. I would have gone bald.
Tom, you can go off people, you know. And raise your glasses to Brian Tom.
Brian Tom.
Thank you, John.
The vision of walking up through the woods and just looking around as you're all sat there, seeing so many happy, smiling faces, and then getting to the end, and then Tom being there, it's just awesome. Thank you all so much. We have many special thank yous that my husband and I will come to. With a special thank you to Tom. Thank you for marrying me. I knew very early on that Tom was a very special guy. When you walked into the room, I just felt instantly happy.
Whoa.
Now this might have been due in part to your slightly ropey track record of actually turning up to social events, thanks to Pete and Jack for persevering with the invite. But actually, even now, you bring such a happy, loving energy to any situation that just brings so much happiness. Thank you. Now, Tom isn't used to me being that soppy. He's the romantic one in our relationship, but I'm going to keep going and just see how he manages. One of my favourite times of year being with Tom is Christmas time. Because we love spending time with family and friends, but also because we love being flooded with so much chocolate from Tom's work as a coach. It literally keeps us going till Easter. And I love this not only because you're amazing at sharing and I'm a massive chocoholic, but I also love it because I think it's a really good marker of just how well respected, how grateful everybody is in your work. What you do, and I just wanted to take this moment just to make you cringe a little bit and say just how huge and proud I am of you. People have asked me over the past few years when I thought Tom would propose. Was I waiting for him to propose? And I always replied no. I wasn't going to wait for Tom to propose. When I thought the moment was right, I just proposed to Tom. And so before our trip to Colombia, I was duly set about thinking about how I might propose to Tom. And it's quite a tricky business because when you're proposing the other way around, you can't really just present a big diamond ring. So I was looking at other alternatives and found what I thought was quite a nice cervical man bracelet engraved, but it didn't arrive in time. But actually it turned out that this was totally fine because just before going away I borrowed Tom's phone quickly for a Google search, completely unrelated, and on Google up popped Tom's previous search, which was which finger is the wedding ring finger? Tom had clearly put a lot more thought into that than I had, and you certainly proposed in style. The moment was just perfect. Thank you.
Got the right finger too, didn't I?
As well as being very grateful for the happiness that you remembering the admiration that I have for you and for your thoughtfulness, I also feel like after 8 years of being together, I'm marrying you with my eyes open, aware of the very sticky situations that you very frequently get yourself. There's the regular missed flights, probably add up to more than the amount of missed flights in the whole room put together. It's quite costly. There's the worrying frequent self-harm incidents, the food poisoning, giving yourself concussion. It's a bit of a concern. There's the time that you ran out of petrol, when I learned that actually this happens so frequently that Tom doesn't go anywhere without packing his spare canister in the boot and the special little nozzle that gets past the anti-theft system. It's actually quite remarkable, the situations that you find yourself in. So I'm aware that there'll be regular calamities in our married life, but actually what I've learned from all of these situations is there's always a very good explanation. And this explanation always comes down to you thinking of other people. Front and centre of Tom's thinking is other people, and making sure that everybody else is happy, and this can sometimes trump all kind of logic and rational thinking. But it is one of my favourite attributes of yours. Tom's kind heart, of course, comes from his very loving and kind family, which I am now very much privileged to be part of too. One of my favourite moments with the Lamberts, which I think really demonstrates both their fun and their kindness, was last Christmas, when we decided to play some beer pong, where you throw the ping pong ball over the table. When it lands in somebody else's drink, they have to down the drink. Now, in true Lambert style, Nick ramped up the fun and replaced the beer with sambuca. And then, because Leslie was so concerned about the boys driving the next day, she took everyone's their drinks and downed it. No, I'm so happy and so grateful to be part of your loving and very kind and very fun family. So thank you for being so welcoming. As well as celebrating us going forward into married life, today is also a moment for me personally to pause and feel grateful to the team who have made life fun, life interesting, and during the tough times, just about okay. Head of that team is my dad. Thank you. Keep drinking.
I'm just having a drink here, it's okay.
Life was pretty tough when we were young and my mum was unwell and then sadly passed away. And I'm sure that unexpectedly becoming a single parent to 4 young kids was a total dream, particularly the teenage years. But you have shown me that whatever tricky situation you find yourself in, you keep going, you keep looking for solutions to make things better. And now you're with Bex in a relationship that we very much look up to, and we've benefited from so much support from. Yeah. Thank you. You've built this beautiful home together, which we love, and we're so happy about celebrating with everybody here today. Thank you. And I also have 5 awesome siblings who continually inspire me and make me laugh. Thank you all, and thank you particularly to my dad for everything he's done. I hope we continue to have adventures both abroad, but I think next up is DIY adventures. That our home is I hope that our home is full of love and laughter and support both for each other, but also for all of the people that we love and everybody here today. And at this point, I just want to stop and propose a toast to fun and kindness and love.
Cheers.
Cheers, Fran.
Place some thank yous in between our two speeches, because she told me we're going to be really nice to each other, but she's, you know, said some very nice things and also reminded everyone of my loose behaviour at various times. Have we got time to adapt mine? Or? Nope. But as John's touched on already, and Bryony has, we've got some really big thank yous for today to make. Firstly, to the families, as it's been mentioned, but we really cannot say how grateful we are for pretty much everyone on this top table and various people around the room. John and Becky for letting us take over their whole home, business, wood, everything, and not just for today, but for the whole week. We have invaded it, done what we want with it, and been hosted like a dream as well. So thank you again, not just for letting it do it, but the amount of effort, expertise, finding a way of of getting hoops up, everything that you could possibly have done, driving diggers around, driving tractors around, just any form of lifting that can be done was done. So thank you again so much. And just to thank you, we have a small gift for you guys. No, thank you very much. We hope you enjoy it. And again, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And it didn't stop there. My parents decamped from Hertfordshire, headed down for the whole week. I mean, they do love coming here, so
It wasn't a holiday though, was it?
It wasn't a holiday this time. We've had Dad doing Poldark impressions, doing the strimming. He was very proud of that. If you ask nicely, he'll do one later. Mum's been ferrying around doing anything and everything to keep get everyone going, and we could not have done today without you. So thank you very much too. We just got something small for you too.
We also have a massive thank you to Philly and Liam, who have been around all week and been so busy. Philly seems to have a knack of getting 90% of the to-do list done single-handedly. Yeah. And Liam has incredible super handy skills, but also I don't know if anyone else was aware, literally just before the ceremony,
Yes.
Dad heard in the distance a combine harvester going. I don't think we're going to be able to hear anything. So Liam ran off across 3 fields, leapt over fences,
Forrest Gump.
and negotiated with the farmer, who wasn't very happy. Just hush it down for 20 minutes. You guys have been amazing.
Go Liam!
Thanks in general to all of the bridesmaids and the bride's bros. We literally couldn't have done this without you this week. You have been amazing at sorting music, emceeing, sorting flowers, mowing, literally you name it, you guys have done it. So thank you all so much. We're here.
I'd like a special thanks to my ring team. Sandy and Joseph. Ringman! was his name at one stage, not right now. Though. Thank you so much, and Dan for all your help this week as well, and that's been so great. And really pleased that you're up there with me at the front and doing that job. And well done for not high-fiving Alison Samuel. That was great. And to all my ushers, thank you so much for. I've hardly spoke to you all today. I'm just looking for everyone. I've just made you do stuff. I've just said go do that, and everyone has just gone and done that. Special work on the hay bales. Keith thinks he's the best because he had one on his back as well. If anyone had a photo of that, he wants it, by the way. He asked me to.
It's on camera. I've got it on camera.
Thank you to all the ushers for putting up with my senseless text messages and WhatsApps about what to wear, which we hopefully did all right in the end. And just thank you for being good mates and being with us today. I really appreciate it.
First argument.
How determined are you? And including that, Dave, my best man. Thank you very much for so far what you've done.
It'll be fine.
And all the help you've done today. Again, without the team, a lot of the games and everything wouldn't have been happening. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much to my gran, who turned up when we were feeling a little bit stressed about the amount of flowers that we had to arrange, and just happened to have one in the kitchen that she'd already just sorted, and then filled many jam jars. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you to Auntie Lou, who happens to have run her own dance school at some stage, and we may or may not be taking some tips from her later. Thank you so much for that. And for the flowers, Lou, thank you. Thank you to our music maestros, Pat and John. And also to my dad's band, who Dad is pretty multi-talented. He happens to be in a very good wedding band who are going to be coming out later, so thanks in advance for that.
Pleasure. I hope.
A big thank you over to the bar staff over there. Thank you, Johnny. Call Johnny if you get to know him. It's probably an advantageous situation, I imagine. And we've just started to eat, but Rosie and her catering team out the back there doing a... Thank you, Rosie! We're going to serve up our food very soon. She's not here, but it'd be nice to have we've been told a lot of times it was a beautiful ceremony. I thought Alison did a fantastic job. And just finally, thank you again for all of you coming along. As Alison was saying in the ceremony, it is really special to us to have people here with us that we love and care about, and to see everyone around has been fantastic. So thank you all once more for being here. And that means I get to put these bits down, but there's it's a strange one, but I'd just like to toast you all. So as I said, just saying nice things, but I'm going to try and think of a funny story now. We'll see what I can get up. I don't think anyone has time to play the name game, but I have got some more thank yous to do, so if there are any thank yous out there, I apologise for that. I thank John and Becky for everything that's happened today, but I'd like to personally thank them for welcoming me into the family. And not just John and Becky, but Paul, Billy, Matt, Will, Luke, and the extended family who are over here. Everyone I've met in the Sheaves, Cottrells, Pat, has made me feel welcome in so many different ways. as soon as I walked down into Cooker Down Farm, I was made to feel so comfortable, and very early on, dare I say it, I was made to feel part of the family, which was such a lovely feeling. It didn't matter whether we were having one of John's famous roast dinners.
Oh. Hey! Just caught a fly in his hands.
Tennis player. Whether we're having some roast dinners, playing football in the field with Will, keep entertained. Jumping in the English Channel with Luke on Boxing Day, thank you very much. Or trying to join in one of the famous Sheaves debates. I still haven't quite worked out how to get your voice in there yet. I'm getting better at it. But probably some of the best times just sitting in front of the log fire in the farmhouse, saying the wrong things and articulate apparently. I feel really lucky that the woman I love has such a loving and welcoming family. I'm very grateful for the support and encouragement you've given us to our relationship, and I'm looking forward to spending lots more happy times with all of you guys. So thank you very much.
Likewise.
So again, they've already been mentioned for their excellent work this week, but I need to thank my parents for more than that. I couldn't wish for more loving, caring or fun parents. You've always been there to give me advice. You have bailed me out of trouble in a few different ways. The student loan was sorted out at one stage when the overdraft man was coming. Thank you for that. One more beer and he just wouldn't have it. So. But most importantly, you've shown myself and Dan just how amazing it is to have someone in your life that you can share all your experiences with. I'm close anyway. You've taught me so many things. I've learned very little from Dad's school, despite him being an excellent teacher, which showed this week actually. I mainly, as Dad climbed ladders, I held ladders. Dad malleted things, I held things. I can find any screw out of a pot that you want. I'm very much primary school in Dad's school still. Thanks for the patience and keep teaching me. But no, what you've really taught me is how to care for those around you and how to live life with a smile on your face. So, wouldn't have to do that without you. And thanks also for all the patience. As those of you know me well, I'm not the best at making a decision. Bryony mentioned I liked everyone to like all the decisions. That's a nice way of putting it, thank you. But really I just can't make a decision. So thank you while I ponder everything that I do slowly, witheringly, taking every option. But as you can see by this beautiful lady next to me, occasionally I can make a good decision. So many more fun and happy times with Bryony and now both our families together. So looking forward to that. Now, Bryony.
Oh. Sounds ominous. Oh, it wants a drink for it too.
Well, no, I have been waiting 8 years to actually be able to say how I feel about Bryony out loud. Because Bryony will shut it down as soon as you try. What did you call it? Romance. To me, Bryony has always called it being cheesy. That's the first time she's ever called it romantic. But now the floor is mine. I'm gonna do my best. I think the easiest thing to say today is Bryony, you look so beautiful.
Right.
And I knew I could write that in advance because you look beautiful every day. It goes on. And Bryony, whenever I wake up next to you, when you come home from hockey training, sweat, shin pads, you still look beautiful. And I think everyone would agree that you couldn't look more beautiful today.
Yeah.
Usually she denies it, but today she doesn't get to. It's a word that's been mentioned a few times today, but you genuinely inspire me. John used the word dedication, and your dedication to everything that you do really does drive me on to try and be a little bit better. I'm still getting there, I'm sure, but it really does. It's so admirable, and I feel very lucky to be married to someone. Sorry, we've had two. You don't know how many. Whether you're researching some new groundbreaking treatment to help people that are really struggling, or whether you're just trying to help out your friends, you give everything to absolutely everything that you do, and it's truly inspirational, and I genuinely think you make me a better person, and I'm very grateful for that. So, we're not going to look at Brian for a bit, I'm going to talk to you guys. Bryony is also ridiculously talented. As you can see from pretty much everything around you, there's some kind of artistic touch from Bryony, whether it's the drawings on your table, the drawings on the table plan, the ideas of the hoops, any form of calligraphy you see. If you want to learn calligraphy, Bryony is available actually. She's been doing it for months on bits of wood, on bits of paper. Anything you see here that's vaguely artistic is all from Bryony, and again, it's so wonderful to watch you do that. I have been known just to, it's very annoying to Bryony, I do just sit behind Bryony and watch her draw things. And is it finished yet? How's it going? I get told to leave the room pretty quick. However, you guys get to see the finished product, and I think you'll all agree that she's done a fantastic job with everything in the market. So, Brian and I have been very lucky to share some wonderful experiences together. We've travelled the world. Again, as you can see from your table plans, that we've ventured to Borneo, we've been fishing in beer, we've been to Wimbledon. It's so lovely to spend time with Bryony when we're away, because we really get to spend time with each other and find each other, and that's where we really fell in love, I think. But now we've got a new adventure. We'll still go on adventures, I think. I think we'll still hit the world, but it's so exciting to be having an adventure with you in Oxford, setting up a home. Not so sure about the DIY you mentioned.
Dad?
Year 2 coming. But I'm so looking forward to building that home with you as our next adventure. Yeah, more? Yeah, sorry. Brian and I wouldn't be able to be the couple that we are without our friends and family. Bryony mentioned that quite a few people were vital in getting us together. I didn't turn up for the first few times, not because I knew Bryony was there, I was just hanging out with George. We were just having a whiskey and didn't make it. But once I did venture out of the house and met Bryony and first first saw her dancing in timepiece with Amy's dress on, the short one. I was hooked. No, without our friends, we really wouldn't be the couple we are today, because I think we're at our best when we're amongst other people, and that's again why it's so important to us that everyone's here sharing all the fun, throwing tennis balls at vegetables, having a drink, and hopefully having a big dance to John's bands later. So, Bryony, I feel genuinely proud to be your husband. I feel genuinely lucky to have met someone that I can love so much, and I'm so looking forward to the rest of my life.
For Bryony.
So, just before I finish, my best man, Dave, will be next. I was fortunate to be Dave's best man 8 years ago.
Yeah, nearly 9.
Nearly 9. Good test. Well passed. Should have said 7. Didn't you say? I would like to remind him how kind and forgiving I was all those time ago. Yeah. Dave has always actually been my best man. One stage in school he was nicknamed Better, in fact. So,
Thank you.
yeah. Through school and university, and now that we've grown up, he's always been a source of humour, advice, and most importantly now he gives me the football stories before they come out in the papers. So big impact for that. The reason he can do that is because he works for the Sun. So he may embezzle some proof. Anyway, I'll hand you over to Dave.
Thank you, Tom. As Tom said,
Hello, Madeline. How are you doing?
as Tom's just alluded to, I do work for the Sun newspaper on the sports desk. And incidentally, in my hunt for tips about how to give a good best man speech, I found several that stressed the importance of getting your audience on side in your opening comments. So letting you know, I work for Rupert Murdoch's most hated tabloid, Pretty Good Star. Anyway, on to the main man. I've been friends with Tom for coming up to 24 years, when we started secondary school together. Although our paths may well have crossed before that at Delcott Tennis Club in Welwyn Garden City, where we both trained as juniors, I think. At the time, little did the Delcott coaches realise they were nurturing a rare talent, absolutely vital to the future of British sport. And they also coached Tom. Again, as Tom mentioned, Tom was best man at my wedding nearly 9 years ago, and I'm delighted to return the favour now, if only to obtain my revenge for his cruel jokes about me being a fat teenager, my useless drinking, and my receding hairline. What a nasty piece of work. But before we get into that, I'd just like to add my thanks quickly to John and Becky, and also Nick and Leslie for all the work they've done this week in setting today up. It's been such a fantastic wedding. So much work has gone into everything, ensuring everything has gone smoothly. And every detail has been magnificent. All the games outside, the decoration and the stunning setting. So guys, thank you very much. And of course there's the fabulous food which is about to be served up, but I do have slight issues and concerns about Tom here. Because you see, Tom clearly put a brave face on earlier when the cream teas came out to play, and I'm sure he'll do the same when the curries come out in a minute. Because you may not know this, indeed Tom may not know this, but when he was growing up, he suffered from a condition known as food neophobia. For the layman, this is a selective eating disorder. Tom would only eat from a very select choice of food. So, Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you Tom's alternative, neophobic wedding breakfast. The one he would have opted for as a 10-year-old, and one he would absolutely love as a 34-year-old. So, for starter, I've gone for something sophisticated and complex on the palate, and something that scientists have surely recently confirmed has the same nutritional value as cardboard. That's right, it's our friend. This guy used to eat boxes of this stuff in one sitting. Don't worry, hang on. I've got you a bowl. There's some milk. And a bloody big spoon. For main course, we're going for something that is really going to hit the sweet notes. That's right, it's the old favourite, beloved of the Women's Institute, the lemon curd sandwich. It's on white bread, he's not an animal, and it's exactly as Leslie had made it. And to wash it all down, the drink choice of the debonair man-child. Chocolate milk. Keith over there, one of Tom's ushers, pointed out that so extreme was Tom's infatuation with this extravagant set menu that he doesn't ever remember going to Tom's house and not being fed shredders and lemon curd sandwiches, no matter what time of day it was. And ladies and gentlemen, it was this diet that helped Thomas become the man he is today. An elite tennis coach, mentoring some of the great hopes in British tennis. And people wonder why British tennis is in Scotland. But, disgraceful diet aside, it truly is little wonder Tom ended up working in the world of sport. From a young age, Tom threw himself into every sort of game going. Tennis, obviously, hockey, cricket, football, and if he wasn't playing in organised teams and events, then he would be playing it on some barren wasteland behind the back of the Gosling Stadium, which would later become his place of work, or on the knee-scuffing gravel of the school playground. And it was at Stanborough School where Tom's fevered desire for sport at all costs most keenly displayed itself when he was about 12 or 13. During our usual lunchtime playground kickabout, a wayward shot from one of our group landed at the feet of a certain Raymond Alton. Having arrived at school only a few weeks earlier and midway through the school year, Ray, a big lad, was out to establish his credentials as what was known back in the day as a hard nut. He was an imposing, intimidating redhead. I know what you're thinking, Nick. A father figure. Indeed, Tom scurried over to Ray with a Stefan Freund-esque enthusiasm to quickly retrieve the ball and resume the match. Now at this point, I feel it really is important to stress the sort of bloke Tom was dealing with here. And, thanks to the wonder of Facebook and its highly questionable privacy stance, I am able to do just that. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a picture of Raymond Alton as he is today. Can you stand up just for a second? This is what Tom was dealing with. So Tom runs over to Ray, scrabbles around for the ball, but Ray is having none of it. He picks up the ball and keeps it at arm length from Tom. And then do you know what this man with the deranged eyes and the twisted glare did? Punched him in the face. Really, really hard.
Who punched that face?
Thankfully, the huge bruise on Tom's temple gradually disappeared. The dazed look and vacant stare never left him. The subsequent visit to the school nurse resulted in a lot of sympathy from a group of girls in our year group. And it would be the only meaningful interaction he would have with the opposite sex for the next 15 years. But back onto Tom and his love of sport. His sporting activity continued as he progressed through secondary school and then on to university and beyond. While tennis would go on to be part of the day job, he'd still find time to play hockey, cricket and football. Unfortunately, the wear and tear of playing tennis every day at work has taken its toll on Tom's body. His knees are shot, his hamstrings are tight, and when he first moves around in the morning, his bones crack like he's river dancing on water biscuits. Remember, all this has been caused by playing tennis against children. However, these injuries have of course not impacted on Tom's near unrivalled ability to watch sport on TV. Of course, there's the football and big showpieces like the World Cup. But, I mean, this guy watches anything. Squash? Yeah, sure, why not? The 2018 Commonwealth Games in Australia, which virtually no one knew was going on. Kabaddi, one of his favourites. But sport and potential homosexuality aren't the only things to have played a vital part in forming the person Tom is today. No, he also has another near obsession. Fancy dress. In his time at Exeter Uni, I understand it was rife. I've seen photographic evidence of a group charity run in full drag, absolutely beautiful. And apparently he went to every single fancy dress party in the same costume. Guy who plays tennis, throws on a crap wig, pat cash. Classic Lambert laziness. And last weekend, in fact at this exact time last week, Tom was in fancy dress on his stag do, painted head to toe in neon body paint, and his modesty protected by only the tiniest pair of neon yellow shorts imaginable. Tom was our human tennis ball. Photos available on request. Some of them are too disgusting. But I'm also reliably informed that this fancy dress fetish took hold of Tom from a very young age. When he was 4, on his request, he went to a party dressed as a bottle of ketchup. Leslie was delighted. First time he hadn't asked for lemon curd in his life. But perhaps the most troubling incident of Tom's dressing up back catalogue came when he was in year 6 at primary school, as he dressed up as a nurse. A lady nurse. Now, I'm a father of 2 young daughters, and I'm bang up for gender neutrality. Don't force any style of clothes on kids. Let them investigate their gender. Do not put up any barriers. But ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you this, frankly, hellish picture. Can you stand up, please? How creepy is that? The coquettish smile, the slightly dead eyes, the flash of leg. With kids like Tom growing up in the 80s and 90s, is it any wonder we needed Operation U-Tree? And from a beautiful nurse to his beautiful doctor. Right, almost from the off, yours and Tom's relationship was a long distance one. But Tom clearly knew he had a special girl to be willing to put in those long drives between Exeter and London. And those commutes between the southwest and Clapham were just the start of the travelling for you guys. Since you've been together, you've visited the most amazing places. South of France, India, Tuscany, Slovenia and South America, to name but a few. Bri, thanks to your wanderlust, you've truly opened the eyes of the boy for whom Shreddies was the height of fun. And I'm sure Tom loves many, many things about you. but I think one thing he should most certainly should not take for granted is this. Not only has he found a girl who would put up with him playing and watching as much sport as he does, but one who actually enjoys watching and playing sport too. Thomas, you've struck gold. We all know it, and I know that you know it too. And as I'm sure Tom would agree, behind every incredible bride are incredible bridesmaids, and uniquely for this wedding, brides bros too. Philly, Amy, Ruth and Rosie, and Paul, Matt, Luke and Will. I know Bryony is incredibly grateful for all the help in the build-up to today, and the fact you may or may not have persuaded her that Tom doesn't actually look exactly like Colin Frizzle from Love Actually. Anyway, Tom, as well as asking some of your nearest and dearest for humiliating tales from childhood, school days, university and beyond, I wondered how they would describe you in a few words. Some of the descriptions that came back. Messy, in every sense of the word. Late, and I like this one. He doesn't look sporty, he looks like the kind of guy who should be jerking off to Warcraft. Spot on, I thought. But annoyingly, there were also some rather lovely ones. Generous, kind, fun seeker, caring, loyal, and even more annoyingly, these are all spot on too. These words tally with the man that I know, an amazing bloke who gets on with everyone he meets. Tom, it's been my honour to be your best man, and I would say it was a pleasure to organise your 28-man stag do, but that would be a total lie. In fact, I really wish you hadn't got on with everyone. But I love you, pal, and I wish you and Bryony a lifetime of love and happiness together. So, ladies and gentlemen, would you please be upstanding as I raise a toast to the bride and groom.
Oh golly, I don't think they need advice. I think they've got it pretty sussed.
How nice was the ceremony?
The ceremony was very, very lovely and brought a tear to my eye.
Oh well, that's very lovely. I would like to point out that these are not all mine.
Yeah, they are.
You had to just, you know.
Auntie Jan's double parked as usual. What did you think of the ceremony, Auntie Jan?
I thought it was absolutely beautiful. I loved every minute, and it made me blush.
Any special messages for the lovely couple?
Oh, may they just continue in such great love and joy for the rest of their lives, and may we all stand by to watch it. It was lovely. Yeah.
I loved the ceremony. It was absolutely beautiful, and we both wish you a long and happy life together.
It was beautiful and so touching. I was in tears.
Oh, and any special messages for Bryony and Tom?
Oh, a long and very happy life together. They've started off really well, and I'm sure they're going to have wonderful adventures.
Have a wonderful time, Tom and Bryony. Fabulous day, beautiful smiles. Love you both.
Yeah, congratulations to both of you. Take care of each other, and I'm sure you'll have a wonderful life together.
I've had a lovely time so far, and the setting is wonderful. The ceremony was brilliant, and Tom and Nick and Leslie are old friends, and it's been a wonderful thing to see.
Any words of advice to Tom then?
Not really. He's more handsome than me, taller than me. His wife's beautiful, so he's doing all right, I think.
Did you enjoy the ceremony?
It was beautiful. It was really amazing.
And are you looking forward to the reception?
Yeah, I can't wait.
The food?
Yeah, the food. I've enjoyed the cream teas and the pims, and yeah, really can't wait for the curry.
Any words of advice?
Words of advice? Yeah, have lots of babies.
No, there's one. Oh, he's adorable. What would you like to say to Tom and Bryony?
I love the dress.
You love Bryony's dress? Oh, that's very nice of you. What about Tom's suit?
And I love the flower on Tom's suit.
The flower on Tom's suit is very pretty.
Yeah.
And do you think they're going to live a very happy life?
Yes.
Very good. You want to say bye-bye?
Goodbye.
Congratulations, Bri, Tom.
Hey, Chevy's the Levy, but the Levy was Bri and Lambert together as one fusion. Love a bit of that. Yeah, congratulations. And yeah, as I wrote my card, you're two of my favourite people in the whole world. So when you initially said about Lambert Bri that you fancied him, I was like, yeah, defo go for it. But I was also really scared because you're both brilliant people. So I was like, thinking, shit, that could go really wrong because I really love you both. But now you're together forever, and so it's all really good. Yeah, well done. Woo!
Beautiful day, just like the bride and groom.
Congratulations, Bri and Tom. What a wonderful, wonderful wedding weekend. Thank you.
Ella, can you say congratulations? Well done. Hey. There we are. How good was the ceremony, Aunt Sue?
It was fantastic, really fantastic. It was so special and so unique, and so Bri and Tom loved it.
There we go. Matt, what did you think?
I loved it. Special mention to Jack Harris for making everybody laugh. Great reading, mate.
Congratulations to Bri and Tom. I really liked Tom as soon as I met him. It was very fun. I like doing the little games that we did in the sitting room on Christmas and stuff with him, and very happy that he's in the family now, and I wish him the best.
Congratulations, Bri and Tom. Continue to dance and keep each other happy and eat lots of curry.
Congratulations, Bri and Tom. I can't think of a couple that make each other happier, and I'm so happy that you're happy, and it was a lovely day. Congratulations.
Very good, having a fantastic day. It's a great ceremony, now enjoying some nice drinks and playing some great games.
Any words of advice to your brother? Is that right?
Do as Bryony says. Always.
Now, mate, I love you so much. My absolute honour to be your best man. I hope that you still feel happy having chosen me when I give my speech in about half an hour's time. But love you so much. Love Bri. So happy for you guys. All the best.
Tom, 17 years ago, in September 2001, we met. And now I'm standing here today with the proud honour of being an usher, so thank you. You've been a very, very good friend over 17 years, and good luck with the next 30, 40, 50, 60 years of your life with the most gorgeous Bryony over there. There she is. Cheers to Tom and Bryony.
Hello, you just got married?
I'm very happy too, Paul.
Any messages now you're part of the Sheaves family?
It's an absolute honour, Paul, to be videoed with you being part of the Sheaves family. Now leave me.
Oh, fantastic. Top notch draw.
Any words of wisdom? How do you live a successful marriage?
Oh, just be like your dad. Listen.
Did you enjoy the ceremony?
It was really lovely, beautiful setting, and I loved all the words that were said. Really nice.
Any words of advice to Bryony and Tom?
Stay as happy as they are already.
Have fun tonight, Leslie.
I will, definitely. I'll be on that dance floor.
Dad, what did you think of the ceremony?
No. What did I think? Rubbish! No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Was this just a test to make more money on the farm and have weddings in the future?
What a bloody question! What kind of question is that?
Any congratulations messages to the bride and groom?
Of course.
No, he's not.
Oh, this is going to bride and groom?
Yeah, this is. Yeah.
Okay. Oh God, talk about on the spot.
Something nice. 2 seconds.
I'm going to say something nice later.
It's going to go on DVD later, so something nice.
Okay.
I know.
This is rubbish at this. It's wasting all my battery.
Don't waste your speech now.
No, no, I'm going to.
It's wasting all my battery.
No, you go film somebody else. Go film somebody
else. Just say congratulations.
Congratulations, bride Tom.
Hello, Bri and Tom. Congratulations on a lovely, lovely wedding.
And can we sing the congratulations song for them?
Yes. Congratulations. Celebrations.
Yes, you just need as much love as we have had together. You won't go far wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's how I see it. That's how I see it.